So I feel like there's a few options here. I can just go Draven Nautilus. I can go Draven Nautilus. Which would be fine. Ezreal. I actually think it just has to be this, even though I think Azir sucks. I think Azir sucks. I mean, Victor's an option. Azir, Victor. Yeah, Azir, Victor. Azir, Victor are both fine. Swain. Because I know that it's AD. I know it's ADTF, so I'm not even treating it as if it's AP. Oriana's fine too. Oriana's fine. I like. All right, so I wanna break down stuff for the chat, right? Because we have time until the next game happens. So there's a lot of stuff that's going on here. The Poppy is just sort of whatever because there's Xayah Rakan and then I can just play defensively. The Gangplank's flexible into the mid lane. The Karma is able to go mid top and support. And so the Karma has a triple flex and the Gangplank's dissuading other champion picks, but he ends up going Twisted Fate anyway. The Poppy has flexibility into being support, top, and jungle, but obviously she'll just slot in jungle here. Right here, I can go Draven, and then I can go Nautilus as a means to basically just say that I see the Xayah Rakan, and then with the Poppy inside of the jungle, Poppy can go mid-rangey and then just control the Gragas, and then all that I have to worry about is the mid lane matchup between Karma and Twisted Fate. And I'll be really honest that I don't know how 80 Twisted Fate and Karma is. If Karma can hold Twisted Fate, or if she can actually still act as a neutralizer in the matchup, which I don't know. How is Nemesis? How's Karma against ADTF? I actually don't know. Wait, what do you mean draft is over? Draft's over? On the new game? Oh, I missed draft. Karma's okay. Then that's all that I would need. The only reason I don't want to pick Draven here is because I don't know this particular matchup. So the Poppy dissuades, or it blocks champions like Jarvan. It blocks champions like Gragas. It's already really good against Rakan. It's already really good against Xayah in the later stages. It blocks other types of champions that are going to try to do anything against Gangplank or something. It dissuades a lot of champion picks. So Poppy just shuts down a lot of things, and then she scales really, really well into the later stages of the game. If Karma can actually hold TF early on, then the Poppy can actually outpace the Gragas, and then because Gangplank's on an island up on blue side and Jace is already banned away, you just basically have to focus the Elise, and then I would actually probably just hit Kennen because then Karthus doesn't matter. If that's going to end up being the case, and then I can go Draven Nautilus, and then bot lane loses, and then Twisted Fate as a byproduct should lose. Because he can't get ahead. If he can't get ahead against the Karma, then the Draven Nautilus just runs over. I mean, that's how I feel about this. Ah, fuck, I missed the timer. No, not Victor top. I said Victor mid. Alright. Ah, fuck, I missed. Set and start. You don't see my team fight? What do you mean you don't see my team fight? I'm blue side, so I naturally have less terrain that I have to worry about, which allows me to have slower types of team composition, but the team fight is mostly the poke from Karma, Ezreal, Azir, and Gangplank's ult. both of these two team compositions do very different things. They do very different things. Interestingly enough, they're both doing more because of how they interact against one another, more than most of the fucking world's drafts. Jesus. Yeah, Nemesis is in chat. Picking Draven is hard versus Gragas TF at 6. I agree. Yeah, top's really hard. Yeah, Rise makes no sense. All the names are fucked on stream? What do you mean? You can't just pick Vlad against GP. The thing about Draven Nautilus is if Draven can't get like a 30 CS, not 30 CS, yeah, if Draven can't get like a 30 CS lead at 10 minutes or something against Xayah or Khan when he has Nautilus support, I feel like the Draven player sucks. Do you have Draven players in Europe, by the way? I don't think Xayah or Khan should be able to lane against Draven Nautilus. I really don't think Xayah or Khan should be able to lane. I think that by the time TF can help them, Karma should be able to hold. I'm gonna admit that the Twisted Fate is it's a component that I don't have images in my head of, so it's hard for me to see what happens post Karma TF recall. But if Karma's running teleport and Karma can actually just go even with him, and I'm assuming that TF is running Ignite or TP, then I think everything should be fine. I think bot shouldn't be able to stabilize in a spot like this. I really don't think bot should be able to stabilize. None of the, like, I don't mean any offense to Hansama, Fraser, Attila, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how good of Dravens they are. I have Coach Freeze, and I feel very different about Freeze's Draven compared to, like, so my old ADC, who I really think he's the best free agent ADC available right now on the market. Like, he doesn't have a team. Obviously, when free agency happens on November 19th or something, it'll be very different. But Myungjin is easily one of the best Dravens in Korea. It's really not close. It's really not close at all. So when we would scrim LPL teams or LCK teams or something, and he would pick Draven, we would only pick Draven in lanes that Draven's supposed to win. We would never just pick Draven preemptively, unless the meta basically made it so that Draven can just be picked. And he would get really angry if he did not get really big CS leads. So maybe I just have a different take on Draven. I view Draven like Jace in the hands of, like, real Jace players before Jace started getting nerfed by everyone. Like, it's very easy to say that Jace should be able to get ganked and everything, but realistically, if Jace is playing right, it shouldn't be that way. Yeah, the Moonwalk Varus player. Red side's busted, though, in this meta. Red side's too strong. They have the two strongest picks in the entire game. Red side's too strong. This 1-2 right here, this 1-2 and then this slot are overpowered. This is the strongest pick in the entire meta right here. The fourth pick on red side. It's the strongest. It's not balanced. It's really not balanced. Blue is really hard to draft from if the red side has a brain. Blue is so hard to draft from. But you can actually see that this is really awkward, right? If Jace is removed from the equation, you can just blind play, you can just blind GP. But you don't always want to blind GP. You want to sort of let opponents walk into GP, because you can see that even in this draft, he's just sort of ignoring the gangplank until the very end. He's trying to decide the draft as a 4v4 and have GP be a non-factor. You just can't move GP. He's too strong. GP is way too strong. He dissuades so many team compositions. He scales so well. He's overpowered on blue side. I am watching the game, but it's Splice versus Detonation Focus Me or something. Thank you, Korean Quality Player, for subbing. You have a meeting? Okay. Oh, for sure pick Renekton into GP. Yeah, and you'll fucking lose the game. Thank you so much, Claddy Cakes, and Promoted, and I Requiem for gifting 1 sub to Narathis. Thanks, everyone that is subbing. Can I talk more about the China server that is stuck in patch 4.19? No, it's right after Weedwick. It's 4.21. It's a private server. I wonder what the meta is on that server. I was offered a coaching role in Fnatic twice. I never took it because I don't wanna go to Europe. I did online coaching for Fnatic in spring 2017, mostly with Caps and Jezzes, and sometimes Broxa. Mostly just Caps and Jezzes. Yeah, I was offered. I mean, it's almost 3 years ago, right? I was offered head coach of Fnatic twice. Spring 2017 and then going into summer. Fnatic's a great org, and Karn is a great person. Fnatic's like it's an extremely awesome org, but you got to remember at the time I was casting LCK, and I really like casting, and I really like Korea, and I'm working towards citizenship here. And also I was engaged, and one of the other issues would be my fiance at the time relocating to Europe. It would have been really hard. So there was a lot of stuff that basically went into it, and pay like. There was going to be a lot of hurdles that would have to have come up. And then, yeah, that was pretty much it. I was engaged. I'm not anymore. Nope. We broke up last July. Would I coach an LCK team if they offered? Probably. I don't think that they would offer me, though. No, you don't have to feel bad. Now I get fucked every day, and I'm in a relationship I can't leave. It's called League of Legends. Solo queue. You know, I get. Jesus. Oh man. Thoughts on Ornn top jungle? Yeah, Ornn's busted. Plox, dude. Plox. Hello. All right. So, actually, I haven't talked about the two team compositions at all. They're both really bizarre. You have LeBlanc, Kaisa, you have LeBlanc, Kaisa, Kennen, Hecarim, and Nautilus, so you have like a really big wombo combo with LeBlanc that's able to pick off the Stranglers. And then on the opposite side, interestingly enough, the Nocturne acts as another carry, and this is actually AP Galio. So he'll probably go Protobelt and then maybe get the movement speed item, Shirelia's. That's what some of the Korean Galio players do. They'll get Protobelt, and then they'll get Spellbinder, and then they can get like Shirelia's and all that good jazz. Usually it's Protobelt into Spellbinder is what the Korean Galios will do. Maybe he won't actually end up doing this. Plox, I think that it's time to upgrade your box. I think that it's time to get that box a new chroma. Under what circumstances would I take an NA? I don't think I would take a European role unless it was online. I was offered by NA teams last year. I was even offered by one of the big teams to do remote coaching. But I joined BBQ instead because I wanted the achievement. It was like a fucking WoW achievement of being the first Western player to join a Korean team. Or the first Western import to Korea. If TSM offered me $1 million, I mean, that's not real, so I'm not even going to answer the question. It's unrealistic. I don't think Papa would ever ask me to do anything with 100 Thieves. Plox, thank you for gifting another tier 1 sub. Wait, how many are you at? Oh my god, you're at 2 gifted subs. Fantastic. Do I know if Papa will still stream? I actually don't know. The best GP at Worlds? Probably Nuggery or Gimgoon. Nuggery or Gimgoon. Probably Gimgoon. Probably Gimgoon. Wonder best everything? I agree. Is there a matchup that I'm looking forward to? I'm looking forward to Group A. I'm looking forward to Griffin versus G2. Did I see Apto's video? No. Which one? Do I think a team with second-rate players can win if they have the best coach? You'd have to define what you mean by second-rate. What do you mean by second rate? Yeah, he only rated Korean Worlds players, though, right? Is that what you're talking about? Tier 2? No. Then, no, they can't win. Yeah, then no. Yomach, no. What are my thoughts on Cassio into GP? It's really bad for Cassio. She can't do enough. Why tank Hecarim over Ornn? Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. They actually do the same exact thing, except Ornn's just better. Hecarim paces a lot faster in the early stages of the game, but that should basically be irrelevant. The fact that he's taking on the tank role, though, is kind of interesting. Because ultimately, all that you have to do is actually kill Ashe, and then the team fight ends. I mean, you have to kill Ashe, and then you have to kill Nocturne, but I don't know. His build's really strange. I don't know why Xerxes is going tank, to be completely honest with you. That was a nice trade by Vizisachi. Saris is just getting annihilated, though, in the CS department. It shouldn't be as big as it is. Although, obviously, I have been glancing away from the screen at some points. If this game goes to 3 items, it should be really, really hard for the Hecarim team comp to win, to be completely honest with you guys. It should be really, really hard for the Hecarim team comp to win if it goes to 3 items. Perhaps, though, the skill difference in the mid lane, like maybe Humanoid can just carry a game. I'm not sure though. They ended up picking up Rift Herald, but it's at 19.5 minutes, so I guess it's not so bad. Whoever gets the Infernal Dragon, it's really big actually for both of these teams. It's much bigger for Detonation Focus Me or whatever. Who thinks of these org names? I have no idea. What would you rather? What would you rather? What would you rather name them? Bobby Big Baloney? Is that what you would rather name them? BBB? Yeah, is that it? Okay, that'd be a really good name. Well, BBQ is named after the title sponsor, which is the chicken brand. Teepster, thank you for subbing, tier 1. Fahaj, and Unity, thank you guys for both subbing. I appreciate it a lot. Subscription, if you guys, all right, listen, by the way, anyone in chat right now that has a Twitch Prime, or if you have a credit card, listen in real quick. You ready? Okay. If you subscribe, you will have subscribed. True story. True story. Look at, thank you. Thank you for the subscriptions. Thank you. Farion, Hydros, Meeg1, thank you. Amazing. It's actually amazing. I bet you guys can actually just feel the elo, just coursing through your veins. N.A. Zork, thank you for subbing with Twitch Prime. Your Father Daddy, thank you for subbing with Twitch Prime. JRP98, he just gained 50 LP by subbing with Twitch Prime. Not Sensei, subbing with Twitch Prime. Fantastic, amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Meanwhile, in the game. Splice. Humanoid. Saving the fucking world, but Humanoid getting brought down. One more time. And it's at this point that Detonation Focus Me should just be able to get the dragon. I don't know why they're not starting it. I actually just don't know why they don't just burst it. They should just burst it. They really should just burst it. There's no way Hecarim can get there and steal it away. Absolutely fantastic. So now with the Infernal Dragon, they're also rolling another mountain. I think it's pretty impossible actually for Splice to come back and win this game. So I don't know. Drafts are it's getting really sad, right? Everyone can actually just keep seeing how important drafts are. I really want a statistic. Jesus fucking Christ. No, stop asking me, Jarvan the Kin. Fuck, use Google. Clutch has the better draft. Not by much. But if Clutch falls behind, it's very unrealistic to say that Clutch should fall behind. It really, really is. Like, just out the gate. You have Twisted Fate against Kayle in mid lane. You have Tristana against Aatrox. Like, it's one of those things where it's really insane. Really insane. Because it doesn't require any jungle influence. Zero jungle influence. Zero. Zozo Senpai? Where are you going, Zozo Senpai? Where are you going? Previously subbed for 1 month? Where's he going? Where's Zozo Senpai going? To get my credit card ready? Absolutely, Zozo Senpai. Love you, buddy. Do I like the Kennen build? No, I think it's stupid. I think Kennen should just have an Oblivion Orb. After Proto Belt, he should just have Oblivion Orb, and then he should go Zanya's Hourglass. No, not Morello. He should just get Oblivion Orb, and then go Zanya's Hourglass. Because his only job in teamfights is to add damage to Nocturne and help kill Ashe. That's literally his only job inside of the teamfight. The fact that the Hecarim is really tanky is also really bizarre. If LS reads this message without scrolling back, I'll sub. Thank you, Linkwai, for subbing. He didn't think I'd catch you, but I did. Shit. Got him. I had like this fucking itch. You know, it told me to just turn my head to the right. Who is jacking me? I don't know. I'm tapping my foot. If I read this, nothing... You're an asshole. If I let's read this message without scrolling back, I'll... Fuck. Son of a bitch. Alright. Chunks. Chunks. They're making fun of me. Chunks didn't defend me. He doesn't care. He wants me to die. Do I think Griffin will be okay even though CV Max is gone? Yes. Oh, baby. The Nayram. Alright, so even with that absolutely beautiful fucking hero engage by Splice, they are still losing the... Oh, no, they ended up salvaging it. They salvaged it. It ended up being a 3-for-3. After an absolute miracle hero fucking engage, it ended up being a 3-for-3. But there's people that they watch this game with a straight face and they're like, the drafts are fine. I'm going to really criticize draft. And the reason that I'm going to criticize draft, I've had this talk with many, many, many fucking people, and obviously Nemesis earlier in chat. Draft in Season 9 is more important than any season previously. Well, draft season 8 was really important too. And the reason for this is because of all of the way that vision works. A lot of people, you know what I really liked, you know what I really loved, right, is on the Listen Loco show last year or whatever, right, when Loco kept saying that Korean teams are failing because there's less vision, and you can't have as much vision. Okay. And then you go up and you pull up all the stats. There's more wards placed. There's more wards in Season 8 and Season 9 than in previous seasons. You actually just go and look at the fucking stats, right? So I brought that up during the show. The fact that junglers have to jump through fucking hoops and do backflips to make ganks work early on is insane. Loco's not an idiot. Don't flame Loco. Don't flame Loco. Don't flame Loco. This isn't about Loco. I'm just actually bringing up a point that happened on his show because I know that a lot of people also think like this. There is more vision now in Season 8. You can't even fucking move anywhere. You literally just can't even fucking move anywhere. Because suddenly everyone's trinkets are always just fucking available. Everyone's trinkets are available in the early stages of the game. Control wards are just fucking busted at so many stages of the game, right? People remember pink wards. Pink wards were, they were really fucking good. And also, I think what a lot of people do is, with rose-tinted glasses on, they forget how bad the overall level of play was in Season 3, 4, and 5 and stuff like that. Because League of Legends has come a really long way, and that's actually why play-ins teams can beat teams from major regions. This is something that would have been unheard of in Season 4, Season 5. And League of Legends teams have gotten a lot better over the years. And I think that a lot of people, they look at those seasons with, the rose-tinted glasses, and they think to themselves that vision was somehow able to be utilized more simply because there was more wards placed or something. But even then, there wasn't actually more wards placed. But vision is so obnoxious now with blue trinkets, the early game vision, the fact that junglers can't actually gank. But also, with the change to the pick ban phase, with getting the two bans in and the whole way that the order works and everything like that, red side being absolutely busted, drafts become so much more important, especially because Riot has all of these mechanics in the game that cater to coming back, stalling, and slower play. They have rubber banding. They have comeback XP, they have bounties, they have the minions deal more damage when you're behind so that the waves actually come into you. And the amount of links that teams and team composition have to go through to actually end games, the fact that there's 4 dragons in the game and only one of them actually really helps you accelerate, or 2 of them actually help you accelerate games. One of them helps you accelerate games unfairly if you're ahead, which is Mountain Dragon, because if you end up getting like 2 of them pre 20 minutes or something, it's really, really busted. But the fact that there's these 2 dragons that do basically fucking nothing in competitive, okay? Ocean Dragon and Cloud Drake, they do nothing in competitive almost. They almost do absolutely fuck all nothing. So the fact that half of the time dragons will naturally slow the game down is also a problem for a lot of team compositions. And so because of this, I've argued vehemently with people that you should always just have team compositions that scale a little bit more than your opponents. A little bit more. And a lot of people are like, oh, well, that's your opinion. I'm like, well, no, the opinion doesn't fucking come from nowhere, right? It comes from watching lots and lots and lots and lots of games, right? And not even just competitive games, but even solo queue games, because solo queue games are also really interesting, where, yes, there's going to be a lot of games lost because the 5 random solo queue players at a high MMR are not coordinated enough to understand what it is that might be necessary in order to carry out through a game. But oftentimes in solo queue, a lot of games that get drawn out to the 30-40 minute mark, you can actually see a lot of team compositions end up flourishing because they naturally scale a little bit better. What the hell is this? What is this? I don't get it. What's the joke? What's the joke? I don't get it. Oh, it's a video? Oh, God. It's a Pog retweet if I've ever seen one. Anyway, Splice was doomed from the start. LeBlanc, what's LeBlanc? LeBlanc is basically black, red, blue, right? So if she's paired with other blue-themed champion... Well, she's black, red... No, she's basically actually just black, red. She has blue aspects, but she's basically black, red. So she's black, red, Kennen, black, red, or mostly just red. Kennen has, like, other colors, but they're not utilized right now, and they're not able to really be utilized. Like, Kennen has, like, active fucking abilities, like, on a card. It's like when a card's theme is red, but it has, like, a blue active. You guys know what I'm talking about? I did watch the video. But, anyway, this is... I really hope... Splice's draft to kill Ash at all costs.